This is a situation where we actually should be really good. If the map is not in complete tatters, which unfortunately I think is what T1 is going to try and look for, still sticking around. They are gung-ho on making this happen, Atlas.
Yeah. Well, let's see whether they can make it work. Lehen sitting at full health right now. Carrier wanting to find that cocoon, gets it, but great buffer on the anchor. Kingen bounces back. Let's see what can happen here. They get on top of the Aurora and take her down. Carrier repelling just to get himself out of the way as we're looking for a bit of a hook. Jiwoo fighting against Doran here. And is still just taking a lot from the shock blasts that are raining through from Doran. Fisher comes down to help out, so Gideon will be able to secure this. And then should also be in position to head over towards these grubs.
The fact that they're able to get that dragon is nice. Does look like with the vision control, plus the fact that Nongshim need to respect that possibility of smashing Carrier sticking around. They will not be able to contest the grubs, besides just trading across the map.
I think it'll have to take some heroics from someone like Lehen's, perhaps, finding an engage that he's looking for. As Smash taking a bit of damage here as there's the flash forward. They get on top of Carrier. True shot barrage, they're trying to burst him, and they take him down! You could see that was orchestrated.
The cross-map trade doesn't seem great here. It's going to be, what, like a plate and grubs? Maybe 2 plates, but still, you're giving up dragon as well. I think T1 are going to be very happy with this.
Yep, getting the fancy shoes is definitely the main thing. As Kingen in a bit of trouble here. That flash cocoon was gorgeous, but the knockup is going to come through. Denies some Q damage as well. He comes down, but not going to be able to do too much more as, my gosh. Okay. Smash and Carrier now just get more free time at the start. So the thing is, Nongshim are like narrowly escaping and doing cool mechanics to get away from things, but then they still lose all their stuff afterwards. So it doesn't matter that much. Still, Lehens and Jiwoo will be able to pick up this wave, and it looks like they have other things on their mind as Gideon could be in trouble, has to flash, but there's the flash knockup. Ace in the hole comes down as well as Gideon trying to taxi out via Faker. It's not going to do enough. Decent damage here from Fishers. Oh, Faker is going to be taken down. Nongshim trying to get a little bit back here as Ona goes in. We'll be able to get a nice little knockup onto Kingen, and in comes Doran. Nice shock blast will connect. Kingen's in trouble. Smash grabs it with the very end of the Peacemaker, and he's not making very much peace with that one this game. Lehen's moving on over as well, but he's lumbering in a little bit too slow to really get anything done.
Not a lot.
Yeah. If they were ahead, right, it's a beautiful seat composition.
And
but
it can come back.
Yeah. This is not going to help as Lehen's going to flash to try and get out of the way. Carrier comes down. There's a nice double knockup to come through here, and Fisher's AoE is sizable. There's the crushing more as well, and Fisher answers the attack on his support. Now Gideon looking for an opportunity. Ona goes in and just takes down Lehen's. The fear is a little late to save him, but they'll still be able to give another kill over to Kingen, which I think is a big deal if they want him to be a part of this game.
The map Faker even teleporting to just guarantee that this inner goes down.
Yep.
And that's going to, again, increase that gold lead and bring it back to like the 2K that it was at before.
Yeah, 2.5 now actually pushing that money a little bit further ahead. There is going to be a Rift Herald picked up here by Nongshim on the top side as Lehen's finds the wall. Fisher going to come down here as Jiwoo is fighting against Smash. I don't know about this one, Jiwoo. He just shoots and he kills. There it is. Oh, Jiwoo going to survive.
Him here.
Yeah.
If they're able to kind of keep the game in this place, if they get another dragon, which buys them a ton of time, that could potentially end up making the game a lot harder to play out for T1.
And the scaling on the side of Nongshim is nothing to scoff at.
It's good, but like, how do they actually play out the late game fights without someone to start them in a favorable position for them?
Yeah.
You really are going to need to once Fisher finishes that second item.
Well, Gravity Field coming down, just trying to turn Nongshim. That's going to work, but Dragon is going to be picked up. Nongshim with control of an area, also very scary. But then it's kind of a wait until 3 or 4, and then you're happy again. Ow.
It's also the ability to actually walk up and trade. It's just not being given, as that is going to be the mid lane turret actually falling first.
The siege power of Nongshim actually rearing its head as Doran are not equal and things like this, but it's kind of cool that we've got 2 legendaries for everyone.
Might be, it has to be.
Yeah, Faker throws this one down as King gonna have to flash. Does survive though, at least for now. My goodness.
What? Well,
That was a game of inches.
It was successful bait, as in that the bait got eaten. Going to start at Otacon, and they're going to be able to get control of this Tri-Brush. Nongshim, maybe the bait was successful after all.
The problem
Atlas.
is T1 needs to kill Fisher, because if they're actually fighting Otacon, he's going to do so much damage to them. Doran on a flank angle, he's going to have to flash. He has to flash. As Doran is going to discover the rest of them. Fisher flashes into him. I don't know about that one, but they do manage to take down Doran, because there is that unending despair, or the spiraling despair, as it's said. It's not actually the item.
Does T1 want to pull the trigger? They can just call the teleport, but I think they're too late. That's soul point for Nongshim, Atlas.
Yeah, this dragon priority that Nongshim are putting on, I'm really impressed with. They just do it.
They're going to give
Speaking of just doing it, this Otacon is just gone, yeah. So I feel like there was a good thing about the dragon, and then they had an opportunity to not just give this up. But they're going to. And so Otacon is going to be picked up. They do not commit to trying to kill them after the Otacon goes down, which we've seen a few times. Kingen will be able to go into stealth, be all right for now. And now the Hui problem is coming in. Keria looking for the engage, but the arcane shift out from Jiwoo is going to help keep him safe. Lahens goes down first, though, and Nongshim, they have no right to be here. And they are able to get themselves out. Thankfully, Fisher has a lot of abilities. In fact, way too many to remember the names of. And that line of damage, not going to be something they want to walk through. Is now Kingen looking for Faker here, as he does a lot. But he may also just die as the ace. No, threats the needle! They do trade, never mind, they don't trade it, because Faker just goes back to the base for a little while. And so that will be the Baron over to T1. Excellent use of this Otacon.
Now they got Otacon, now they got Dragon.
That's why I was celebrating for Nongshim. I'm like, oh, this timing means that they don't give Otacon. Then they just give it anyway.
Yeah, and now I think a ton of vision available here.
Oh, look at this.
Gideon is going to get spotted.
Yeah, this flank ward by T1 is fantastic. They've got a teleport to come in, as Gideon does manage to get in there with the ulti. Flash out, though, avoids the anchor, and down goes the buy. Fisher now finds the spiraling despair onto Keria, but he's not actually that sad. Jiwoo gets over the wall. Lahan's going to be taken down as Kingen trying to do some damage here, but Ona gets on top of the Ezreal, who flashes away and gets struck by the lightning of this Xin Zhao. And T1, they may just end just here. It's only Kingen left alive, and there is so much damage.
It's not the T1 Baron, it's the T1 Otacon that does Nongshim in.
Yeah, one little kill for Kingen on the back end, but Nexus turrets are now falling. Smash, 100% win rate here in the LCK Cup after his third victory. Looking absolutely fantastic.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.